New Hope. 1. Landing in hell. The first thing I noticed about Israel wasn't the ancient walls or the smell of spices in the market. It was the silence. No gunfire, no screams, just the hum of traffic and the distant call of a street vendor. Back home in Nigeria, my brother's last text still burned in my pocket. "They're inside the village. If you don't hear from me..." The message ended there. Second Deborah, I met her on the first day of Hebrew class. Deborah Sar Avi, late 30s, with a soldier's posture and a scar above her left eyebrow. She didn't smile when she shook my hand. "You're here to study scripture." Her voice was like gravel. "Yes," I lied. She held my gaze a second too long. "Scripture won't stop bullets." Later I learned why she recognized the look in my eyes. Third, her ward Deborah wasn't just a professor. She was Ghost Battalion. In 2014, Hezbollah ambushed her unit in Lebanon. She was the only survivor. They found her 3 days later, dehydrated, clutching a knife smeared with blood that wasn't hers. The army gave her a medal, then a discharge. "Too unstable," they said. Teaching Hebrew was supposed to be her quiet life, until I walked in with my own war. 4. The Kibbutz. "You keep staring at the guns," Deborah said during the field trip. The farmers carried rifles like they were tools, same as their hoes. "Back home, we'd be dead by now," I muttered. She lit a cigarette. "So don't die." That night I dreamed of wheat fields and watchtowers. 5. The offer. "Tell me the real reason you're here," she demanded after class. So I did. The attacks, the burned churches, the way Hassan, our so-called leader, smiled while handing villages over to jihadists. She listened, then, "I'll train you." "Why?" Her fingers brushed her scar. "Because losers die alone." 6. The first rule of war. Deborah's lessons happened after midnight in a dusty gym. "Rule 1, she said, dislocating my elbow with a baton. "Pain is information. Listen to it." I vomited. She tossed me a water bottle. "Tomorrow we learn knives." Devon. Homecoming. Nigeria smelled like blood and diesel. Hassan's men lounged outside the airport, AKs slung lazily over their shoulders. My childhood friend, Kofi, met me in the ruins of his shop. "You came back to die with us?" He grinned, adjusting the strap of his missing arm. "No," I said, "to fight. Eitnim. Hope." We built the village like Deborah taught me. Layered defenses, escape tunnels, kill zones. The first attack came at 3 a.m. Muzzle flashes lit the dark. I heard Kofi laughing as he fired back. "Like shooting hyenas, we won." But Deborah's warning echoed, "They'll come harder next time." Minkofi's gift. They took him alive. Hassan broadcasted it live. Kofi kneeling, a machete at his throat. "Surrender by dawn," Hassan crooned, "or watch your hero die." I reached for the phone to call Deborah, to beg for help. Then I remembered her last lesson. When you're drowning, don't scream, swim. 10. The rescue. Deborah was already in the country. She'd landed 2 days earlier, tracking a weapons shipment Hassan had bought with jihadist money. When she saw the broadcast, she didn't hesitate. She slit the throat of Hassan's sentry, stole his uniform, and walked straight into the execution yard. But she was 3 minutes too late. 11. The breaking. I found her kneeling beside Kofi's body, her hands red. "I had a shot," she whispered. I waited for backup that never came. For the first time, Ghost Battalion looked afraid. 12. The end game. We burned Hassan's world down. Deborah hacked his bank records. I leaked them to the press. When his men turned on him, we ambushed his escape route. I'll never forget the way he begged. "You're a missionary! Mercy!" Deborah answered for me. A single gunshot. 13. Epilogue. 1 year later, New Hope has 3 schools, a hospital, and a militia even jihadists fear. Deborah comes back every few months, says she's checking our defenses. But last week I caught her teaching kids Hebrew. Aleph, she said, pointing to the letter. It means strength. The children repeated it, laughing. For the first time in years, so did she.